Alright, we're at about maybe 17 hours. Just gonna check it again. Oh, yeah, it's getting a lot more solid. See, it'll still give way with enough force. Okay. So it's getting more solid. I'm hoping I'll be able to walk on it at some point. But I don't think that will be today. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to walk on it. Alright, so we're here at 24 hours. Do a check on it. An Aircrete. So I have to push it. It's a dog. So yeah, it's starting to get more and more solid. If I push down hard, not hard, but even somewhat softly, it still goes in. So, what can I put on it without it cracking? Not a whole lot, honestly. Probably can't even put this on there without it cracking. Yeah, well, it kind of held that weight. So, it's significantly improved from the last ones, but not close to being able to be walked on yet. So, we'll have to wait for tomorrow for that. Alright, it's morning on the second day. So, 36 hours now. We'll see how strong it is. It's, stronger. It still gives way if I hit it enough. You can see if I keep going, it goes in. But it's getting stronger and stronger. I could probably walk on it now. Alright, we'll do a little test. And keep flip-flops on. And take 2 steps. Okay. So standing on it. And you can see it did crack. So 36 hours, and this is how strong it is. It's not close to fully cured. So this is the last update of this one I'm going to make now, because I think what I'm going to do is actually pour a second batch right over this. I can tell just from the color of it, and I mean, it'll probably take a week or two to fully cure, and I'm confident that when it's fully cured, I can walk on it. But I imagine even when it's fully cured, if I were to jump up and down, it would probably still give way. But that is plenty strong for what I'm using it for, which is going to be the under layer. Like, imagine comparing it to rigid foam board. This is rigid foam board, which is cheaper, half the price. Critters won't burrow into it, at least that's what they tell me. And it pours to fit to the space. So what I'm gonna do is take all this stuff out of here and open up this space. I'll have to close up this window to get rid of the rain damage. And then I'm most likely going to make 2 more batches, if not more, and fill in this whole area with Aircrete. Yep, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I think I'll probably post this video, and I'll make a video of that one probably by the end of today. The second day where I'm going to be making the Aircrete, and just about all set up to go. This time, instead of mixing the Portland with the water in the barrel with that mixer, I'm going to use the the regular cement mixer, mix it over there, and then put it into a bucket. So I just mixed up the second batch of Aircrete, and there's quite a bit less. I think the last one was like up to this, probably like 50 gallons in the last one, and this one's probably like 45 or something like that, or maybe even a little less. So the difference in volume was due to the adjustments of this thing, plus how it sits. So there's an outlet in the bottom and the top, and then they remix in this mixing thing. So how you adjust those levers affects how thick the foam is and how fast it comes out. So this time the foam, I had it adjusted so it was coming out a lot faster, and it didn't mix as thick, I suppose. So I'm gonna spread this. I'm imagining that it might make a little bit thicker or harder cure than this, but yeah, I'll fiddle with it again the next time, and we'll see. All right, I just spread that batch, and I'm charging up the air compressor to do a second batch. I'm gonna pour a second batch pretty much right over that same spot, and then I'll do a third batch right here where I'm standing in that gap. And hopefully with 2 more batches, we'll have enough material down for the insulation for the floor. And hopefully I can do that in probably about an hour a batch or less, hopefully. Here's the second batch. Same amount of materials, or this is the third batch. Same amount of materials as the first 2. But this is more the volume of the first one. I adjusted the rate so that the foam came out slower, and then I guess it came out thicker as well. So I'm going to spread this one now. Right over in this area. It's raining again, so I've got some kind of stuff to protect against the raindrops. Alright, so here's after spreading that third batch. I was thinking that it would all end up in the corner, and I would do a fourth batch in here, but the way that it turned out, I just spread it all in here. So it's not all even, and there's some spots underneath that table which I couldn't get to, but I was able to do it very quickly. And basically what I'm going to end up doing is putting a final coat of mortar on the top once I have this as level as I need it. The problem is it takes so long to cure to be able to walk on. I won't even be able to walk on this probably for 3 days. So that's pretty inconvenient for this whole walking space. And that's also why I was wanting to cover all of it at once, but I'll have to either do another coat, unless I just want to finish. Yeah, I'll have to do one more coat at least. And the next coat I do, I'll do it more carefully. I won't just do it all at once. I'll do it more careful, get it all even, and then that'll be the final coat before the mortar. But overall, so 3 bags of Portland, which costs about as much as 1.5 of those rigid boards. And this is the result, 3 batches.